Coming up, my top 3 from this video. Let's see where I rank them. Welcome to KDX Bricks Analytics, where I watch all the Lego investing and reselling videos so that you don't have to. So let's jump right into it. We are back with this same January 1st to April 15th new data table that I used in my last video. To make my videos, I watch all the other YouTube Lego investing and reselling videos that I can find. Every time a Lego set gets mentioned, I record that in a table, and for each mention, I assign an enthusiasm score of 1, 2, or 3 based on how excited the YouTuber is about that set. And so for this table, I watched 135 videos that were posted on YouTube between January 1st and April 15th, 2023. It covered 16 channels, and it amounted to 798 Lego set mentions. In my last video, we talked about all the Star Wars sets from this table, and in this video we are going to talk about the BRICKHEADZ sets. And of course, looking at this picture right here, there will be a little bit of overlap. First set is 40539 Ahsoka Tano BRICKHEADZ, 22 mentions with an enthusiasm score of 2.9. I am absolutely on the bandwagon when it comes to Lego investing and reselling for this set. It's going to have a shelf life of 1 year. It is a Lego store and Lego Online exclusive. It's the 150th BRICKHEADZ, so it's commemorative in that sense, and it looks amazing. I'm not a huge BRICKHEADZ fan in general, but this one looks really, really good. Of course, the hairpiece and headdress design and all the different color tiling and details just looks really good. Oh, and of course, she also has her new show coming out really soon that I am really looking forward to. The trailer looked awesome. It's a winner post-retirement. Next up is another Star Wars, 40615, the Tusken Raider. This one is not retiring at the end of this year. It will have at least a 2-year shelf life, but it still looks really good. I want to keep an eye on this one. You look at it and you know exactly what it is. It's not my favorite, but I do like the details, and I can certainly appreciate that. 16 mentions with an enthusiasm score of 2.1. If we find out in about a year that it's retiring in 2024 and we gauge buzz and popularity is around this, I expect the enthusiasm score to increase a little bit. Now on to our first Lord of the Rings BRICKHEADZ set, 40631, Gandalf the Grey and Balrog. And this set is so great because it's still the standard $20 for 2 BRICKHEADZ figures, but Balrog is fantastic. I mean, oversized, extra pieces, extra details, and just looks so good. I do like this one a lot. 12 mentions and an enthusiasm score of 2.3, but it is not retiring in 2023. Next up is 40622, the Disney 100th celebration, and right now this set is on the retirement list at the end of this year, and if it does in fact retire, it will have less than a 1-year shelf life. It's a 4-pack, so in terms of investing and reselling, you don't have to sell as many units to make a good profit since it's at the $40 price point for these 4 figures. It's got a lot of things going for it, and of course the figures are Oswald, Mickey, Snow White, and Tinkerbell. Yes, I am definitely investing in this one, especially if it continues to stay on the list for retirement at the end of this year. What a great set. Next up is 40560, Professors of Hogwarts. This is one of my favorite sets in the BRICKHEADZ, just because those prints, all the different hairstyles, and all the great details overall. I really think this one is a pretty guaranteed winner. If nothing else, it looks really, really good. Even if it's not a knocking out of the park winner, I think it'll still do very, very well. And on top of that, this one, if it retires at the end of this year, it will have a 1.5-year shelf life, so not too bad. Now on to 75317, The Mandalorian and the Child. I am not investing in this one, and I don't know anybody that is. This one has been on the shelves since 2020. It's a great little set, but it's been on sale a lot, and everybody has it. Set 40632, Aragorn and Arwen. Second Lord of the Rings set in this video, and not my favorite. They look a little plain. The crown and hair looks decent, but overall not my favorite, but it is Lord of the Rings. Should do pretty well, but it's not retiring at the end of this year. Now on to 40495, Harry, Hermione, Ron, and Hagrid. This one got 5 mentions with an enthusiasm score of 1.8. As always, I don't call out all the mentions and enthusiasm score. This one's a good one. $25 for 4 figures. I know that Harry, Hermione, and Ron are smaller. Will have a 2.5-year shelf life. So that's going to drag down its resellability to some degree, probably a little longer hold time, but still a very good set. Now we're on to an Avatar set, Jake Sully and his Avatar, 40554. And I haven't looked into the Avatar sets too much. They look pretty good, and I think they're going to have, you know, standard desirability for BRICKHEADZ that are tied to a movie. This one's going to be on the shelves for a little less than 1.5 years. Decent, and I think there is some potential there, but we got to see how the buzz does. And that one has 5 mentions with an enthusiasm score of 1.6. Set 40553, Woody and Bo Peep. And I like this set a lot. It's really unique looking for the BRICKHEADZ line, just with the colors and the hat and hair on both of them. Woody's little holster there, I like. A lot of good things going for this set. I did pick up a number of the Buzz Lightyear BRICKHEADZ sets that I think are better, but I think this one has a little bit of potential, especially since Toy Story 5, the animated Toy Story 5 is coming out. We got that announcement. So I think there could be some interest here, and this one will be on the shelves for almost 2 years. Pretty long time for a BRICKHEADZ set. Oh, and don't forget, my videos are for entertainment purposes only. I do not provide financial advice. You got to get that from somebody else. Now on to set 40619. This one's pretty new, Eve and Wally, and this one looks really good. It is unique, but this one I could actually see picking up for myself. I just like the detail and the shape, and it's only $15. And again, less pieces. Makes sense, only $15, but you are getting 2 figures for that $15 price. And I want to keep an eye on this one. 3 mentions with an enthusiasm score of 2. Set 40550, Chip and Dale, 3 mentions with an enthusiasm score of 1.5, and they are definitely adorable looking. I don't think I'm going to pick any up for investing and reselling. Now on to some classic Disney characters. 40377, Donald Duck. This one looks great, but I don't think I'm going to pick up this one either. 2 mentions with an enthusiasm score of 2. 40378, Goofy and Pluto. This one I like a lot. This one has a little more character than usual. Pluto looks particularly good, and I like a lot of how Goofy is designed, so I could see this one doing okay in retirement. And it's only a $15 set on this one too. So 2 mentions with an enthusiasm score of 3. A DuckTales 4-pack. I like this set a lot just because of nostalgia, watching the cartoons growing up, but I don't think it will do great in retirement. 40477, Scrooge McDuck, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. I'm not going to look at this one too much, and I'm also not going to look at this one too much either. 40476, Daisy Duck, 2 mentions only with an enthusiasm score of 1. Getting down on the table to 40570, Halloween Cat and Mouse, and I know this is not a Brickheads, but it is similar enough that I said, hey, let me throw this into this list, and this one looks pretty good. $13 for all that. I can see, being that it's holiday related, and we've only been on the shelves for 2 Halloweens, and I think there's a lot of nice detail to this set. I'm interested in this one. 1 mention with an enthusiasm score of 3. 40547, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader. Scrolling down on the table, it is not expected to retire at the end of this year, and therefore I think this is going the same direction as Mandalorian and Child. Even though this set looks great, I can't imagine it's going to be a great investment for retirement. Set 40620, this one looks decent. 1 mention with an E score of 2. Set 40621, this one looks really good with all those details. I like all the texture in the hair. 1 mention with an enthusiasm score of 2, so this is another one that I want to keep an eye on, not retiring at the end of this year. A couple of Minecraft sets. 40624, aptly named Alex. 1 mention with an enthusiasm score of 1. Nothing particularly special for me on this set. Same thing with this one. 40626, the zombie. But of the 3 new Minecraft Brickheads, this is the one that I like the most, and it's not even on my table anywhere, so it hasn't received any mentions, but it's 40625 long. This one's actually kind of cool looking, so I could see this one having a little bit of interest in retirement. That's the full list from the table. Now onto my top 3. In 3rd place, 40622, the Disney 100th Celebration. Fantastic set if it retires at the end of this year. 2nd place, 40560, Professors of Hogwarts. Such great detail, character, and personality. I am picking up a number of these for retirement. And then my number 1, not a surprise at all, 40539, Ahsoka Tano. The 150th commemorative. It is going to be a big winner, especially being that most Brickhead sets, this one included, are Lego Store, Lego Online exclusive. That's a wrap on this video. I will see you in the next one.